Okay, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. If you watch my October wrap-up that I just filmed and I'm probably posting first, you will know that I am a hot mess right now. I have a headache, I have a migraine, I'm drinking Coke and caffeine, and I took Excedrin migraine, and I'm in a really bad mood, going through my quarter-life crisis. My depression is at its peak, and so here we are. But this is my December TBR, and it's probably gonna be a hot mess. Oh, I need my phone. So my December TBR, I am not doing any readathons at all. I am working on my currently reading list. I want to have 0 currently reading books by December 31st at midnight. So the ball drops, and I want my currently reading to say 0. On Goodreads. Currently it says 11, so let's talk about that. But I've been a big reading slump. My list keeps growing and growing and growing on my currently readings because I pick up a book and then I get like halfway through and then another book comes out, or I see another book and I start it because I have no self-control, and that just happens on a loop. So I'm like halfway through so many books. But I'm going to Goodreads. So there's a few I want to finish by the end of this month, which is November. It is the 26th right now, so I have like 4 days. The first one is an audiobook. I am listening to The Poet X. I'm listening to this, like I said, on audiobook, and I've been listening to it to and from work, which is about a 25-minute commute, and I listened to it about like 1.5 speed or 1.6 speed. I don't remember. I'd have to look. One, it's making me super emotional. Like that is like an emotional roller coaster going on, and I'm not sure how I'm going to cope when I'm done with it. But I will be able to easily finish that by the end of this month, so that'll bring it down to 10. The next one, I am co-hosting a read-along hosted by Kate from Chapter Kate, and then co-hosted by me, Jade from Jaded Reader, Leah from Where in the World is Leah Jane, and Madison from Paperback Princess. And so we're all co-hosting this, and by the time you see this, it'll be over. But there is a Twitter page I will link down below, and I will have a Twitter thread of my thoughts on every chapter, kind of like little like snippets of like my feelings or like something that happened, with it also being spoiler free. So enjoy that. So that I should also be finishing if I'm a good co-host. And then there's one other book that I want to focus on like over like the Thanksgiving break / weekend, and I want to finish Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. I am on page 52. I am not very far at all. That is chapter 7. I am really liking it so far. Even on chapter 7, I already have all kinds of Korean myths and folklores that I've like learned. There is I don't know, I'm like an elementary level Japanese speaker, which isn't a lot, and so I feel like I pick up languages relatively well. But there is a like Korean glossary in the back, which is really nice. But usually when you see one of the words in context, you kind of, please hold, you kind of know what it's supposed to mean. So that's kind of how that works. Kind of like with like made up fantasy words in like fantasy books. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really excited to see kind of where this book is going to go, because I love Asian culture and tradition and myths, and I like fantasy. So that's 2 of my favorite things in one book. So I need to finish it, and it's the book I want to focus on to finish by the end of this month. So that will finish 3 books, which brings it down to 9. So I have to finish 9 books by the end of the year. So oh my gosh, I'm panicking already. Okay, so there is this next one. I got the audiobook for it, but I didn't finish it before like my rental or like loan expired, so I put a hold on it to get the audiobook back, and that is The Next Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and I am really enjoying this book. I'm not sure if I would like it in physical format, but I'm really enjoying it in audio format. There's just something about the audio that I feel like comes across better than if I were to actually read the book like physically, and I think it's because of the writing style I prefer to read. This book is very atmospheric and very, I think, descriptive. And so that I don't always do well with that when that's too much in like physical format, but because I'm listening to an audiobook, I think I am digesting the book so much better than if I were to read it. And I've gotten into audiobooks a lot within the past year because of BookTube actually, and I can tell you right now that if I was reading this book physically, I would struggle. But since I'm listening to it on audiobook, I think I'm actually doing quite well, and I'm very proud of myself, and I'm really liking this book. The next book on here is originally a buddy read, and yeah, that didn't happen. But Slay from the Little Reader's Corner and I were supposed to be buddy reading Let It Snow by all these people, but this was actually given to me by Penguin Teen Publishing, so thank you Penguin Teen for sending me this book. And I partook in the live watch party on Twitter when this book to movie adaptation came out on Netflix. So I have some pictures and stuff like that on my Instagram and on Twitter, and I communicated with whoever was running that live Twitter watch when we were watching this movie. I really liked the movie, but I was told that the movie doesn't follow the book very much. And I've kind of run across that. That seems to be true, and I'm only on page 29. And I don't know why I'm having a hard time picking this book up. I've been stuck on page 26 for like a month. Soleil read parts 1 and 2, and she didn't like part 3, and so she is not reading book 3, or part 3 of this book. So, but she is already done. So this buddy read left the runway, and her plane landed, and mine's still circling above. And so, yeah, I want to finish this in December. I'm hoping since in December I'm going to be more like wintry and Christmassy that I'll want to pick this book up, but I need to do it, so wish me luck. Next is an arc. It's actually an e-arc. I am 10% done with this book. I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm not going to say too much on it because I want to do like an in-depth review when I finish it, but it is Shadow City by Anna Mosikat? Mosikat? I have no idea. Wow. It's also an author I've never heard of before. So I'm not sure if this is a debut book or not, but I am reading this book I got from NetGalley, and its release date is actually, let's see. Wow, when you need your phone and it's just super slow. Okay, Shadow City. Maybe it's already out. Maybe I've been reading it for too long. Okay, it is out. November 7th, 2019. So it is out. I'm still gonna finish the arc. I got quite a few arcs, and I want to focus on them after I finish this pile of books because I did get approved for quite a few on NetGalley. So I'll just have to make my way through that. But I am 10% through, so I'm gonna have it on my Kindle. I was reading it on my computer, but like I'm struggling with that because I can't find an app on my computers that will like do it. And I usually read a lot on the Kindle Cloud Reader app on like the web browser, but that doesn't do the downloaded books because of its formatting that I usually get to my Kindle. So like I can get it on my Kindle like physically, but I can't open it on my computer like I would like to. So I'll just have to suck it up and actually read from my Kindle. The next one I have been reading for also quite some time, but that is Dark Dawn by J. Kristoff. I'm not going to say a lot about this, but I am on page 169, chapter 18, Tales. And I think I am struggling a little bit with this book because I feel like it's dragging. I feel like the beginning has been really slow and nothing has really happened besides them running all over the place and running to like nowhere, and it's just frustrating me. But I do plan on finishing the series because I do like the series. I just want something exciting to happen, and it hasn't happened yet. So please, Jay, please give it to me soon. Next is Cersei from Madeline Miller. I am on page 206. This book I am struggling with. I've been reading it for like almost a year now, or it feels like almost a year now. This follows Cersei, the mythical goddess, I think she is, her life, and it's also very slow, but it's also very atmospheric. It has very beautiful writing, but gosh, there's a lot of nothing that happens in between some things, and it's in between those some things where there's nothings that I'm struggling with. Make sense? So I actually have the audiobook on hold through OneDrive, and when I get that audiobook, I am going to listen to the rest of it on audiobook so I can get through it. And I am, looks like a little bit more than halfway, so I don't think it should take me very long, but that is how I'm gonna get through the rest of this book. Next is Crown of Feathers by Nikki Paolo-Pareto. I'm actually really enjoying this book. I'm not very far. This was one of those books that I was actually enjoying, and then I picked up another one. I don't even remember which one it was, and put it down and then never picked it back up. Nothing wrong with the book. I actually really like the book, but just didn't pick it back up. 104, chapter 11. So this is about a Phoenix Rider, and I think she's like more of like a descendants of Phoenix Riders. Her sister to me is evil, but like, you know, she loves her because like they're related and like they're sisters, but I'm not super far in this book, but what I heard about it was because she's a Phoenix rider. She has to kind of go undercover as like a boy to like learn to ride these phoenixes and find phoenixes and like all that jazz. So it kind of has like a Mulan retelling kind of, not really, but like that theme of a girl who has to dress up like a boy to get what she wants. That theme. So yeah, I do plan on reading this in December because like it's one of those books where like I actually want to finish it. Next is Please Don't Murder Me, everyone, is Game of Thrones. I am also struggling to finish this. I am on page 202. I actually have this audiobook also on hold through OneDrive because it's a lot for me. And I'm not sure if it's because I watched the TV show and I'm like, I already know what's gonna happen, or if I don't know. Because when I was reading this, I liked it, but I find that I don't want to pick it up. Even though I liked it, it's a very strange feeling. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this feeling, but that's how this feeling is. So depending on when my OneDrive audiobook like alone comes through, I'm going to listen to it. Maybe if I make a huge dent in all those books that I just threw down there, I'll pick this up and start reading maybe like a chapter or something a day, because I like the book. I liked it. I like the TV show and I like the book, but I don't know. I think it's the fact that I have so many books that I'm currently reading that I feel so overwhelmed that I just don't want to pick any of them up, even though I was enjoying all of them. Like, what's going on? Like, I liked all the books that I currently told you about, and I don't know. So this is another one where I have on hold my audiobook, and hopefully that'll help me get through this book. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. And the last one is actually The Beast Player by Nahoko Uehashi, and this is about a girl who can like speak to or control beasts. There is some really sad things that happen at the beginning, and she has to like escape where she's from. She ends up living with like this beekeeper. So nothing substantial has really happened yet, but I'm really enjoying the story. It's also translated from Japanese into English, and I know some people didn't really enjoy that because I think it's a very direct translation. And maybe as a Japanese learner, and like I said, I'm very elementary, I can like tell you, like I can introduce myself. So yeah, I don't know. The direct translation doesn't bother me, and maybe it's because I understand the Japanese sentence structure, and so it doesn't throw me off as much as it would throw other people off. But the fantasy aspect to this book is very well done. I feel like it's something I haven't actually read before, and it's something that is unique and new to me. And so I am really enjoying this story so far. And I am on page, again, not very far, 118. And so this is another book that I really want to pick up and read during the month of December. And so that is all 11 books. Like I was saying, some I want to finish by the end of November. And then the others are some that I am waiting for the audiobooks to come in through OneDrive. And some I just really want to get to cracking down on reading physically. And so I will be starting to make a daily like plan for myself that I also made for this month that I'm already like behind on by like days of what I need to read, when I need to read it, and how much I need to read. And so maybe that will help, because that is one thing I really want to do by the end of the year, is start off 2020 completely clean, because I have so many books going on right now that I'm feeling so overwhelmed that I don't want to read it all. And I think it's one of the main reasons why I'm in such a huge book and reading slump. So yes, have you read any of these and what do you think? Some of my small thoughts on each one, please comment down below. I haven't been getting as many comments, and I think it's because I haven't been posting as much, and so I don't know. Are y'all forgetting about me? Because like I'm still here, I think. I hope. Am I? I don't know. But yes, like, comment, and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and tell me new subscribers. I hope you enjoyed. All love. Bye.